this school on Tuesday, the 11th of October 2022. I didn't do much in Move Your Image because wasn't much I could do other than think of ideas for my script. Couldn't think of any. Mostly just read the script for Whiplash. Just hoping that reading other people's scripts for films that I like might help me. But and also I tried reading more of The Road, and I understood it better this time. But I'm focusing on my book currently. Anyway, I got to the school the earliest I've ever got there this year. And at lunch, I went to the library because I got an email from the librarian saying, I was supposed to meet you yesterday and none of you came. Why? So I went to her today and said I was sick, and also that one of the other people was sick as well. Then I went to the media teacher that got my work since I was off yesterday. He said, come back at the end of lunch, but also go to this person and get the notes off him. I looked all around the school for him, couldn't find him. I just went back to where the media teacher was, and I was just going to wait till lunch ended. So, got the notes. Talked to the guys I was to talk to. So everything's sorted out, and that's it for today. So this Twitter as of 1 past 6 p.m. Don't tell me Baltimore's going soft. But why was he dropped? Oh God. So who's this again? I know the name, but I don't know much about her. Okay, so yeah, this tweet just summarizes it. I can no longer remain in today's Democratic Party that is now under the complete control of an elitist couple of warmongers driven by cowardly wokeness who divide us by racializing every issue and stoke anti-white racism, actively work to undermine our God-given freedoms. Well, this has been happening for a while. Why are you only... Sorry, my brother hit something again. He keeps on hitting his foot off things, and he gets extremely aggressive about it because he had a weak foot, but he doesn't anymore. So I don't understand why he still does it. Anyway, why are you only just noticing this now? It's been happening for years, but people celebrating this when saying I left this because this thing is evil. Going good, yes, you get out of our evil party. You're too good for us. It is. It's Tulsi Gabbard kissing Putin's ass. Yeah. Okay, I have heard about this. I don't know. Oh, it's. I thought it was the show that people were accusing of being woke, even though it's been out for a while. So if people would have accused it, would have been them. Sorry, I'm just lying down. I'm sitting up now. I'm not gonna look at this because I don't know much about the Sandman. I'm not a fan of the Sandman. I tried reading, well, not tried, but I did actually read the first, like, 3 volumes. I couldn't get into it. But apparently the new audiobook is woke. They're saying, well, Salmon's been woke since 1988, which is when the comic was created. What was woke about it? Like, I didn't understand the comic, but I think even if I didn't understand it, I would still see if it was woke or not, and it wasn't. Although it has been 2 years since I read it. Excuse my stomach. Wait, is this that guy? This guy's like 6 years ago. Remember this guy?
You know who I am? You're a fool. You know who I am? You what? You know who I am? You're a cow. Well, you won't know when I fucking when you pull up. Come on, who are you then? Ronnie Pickering. Who? Ronnie Pickering. Who? Ronnie Pickering. Who the fuck's that? Yeah, me. Yeah, wow. Yeah. Brilliant.
Sorry, 7 years ago, according to the dashcam footage. Well, I mean, they might not be the same as the actual Tories. Nope, they're not, because the actual Tories are useless. How many of these people are real conservatives? And if they are, where's the lie? Nicola Sturgeon needs to go. Yeah, busy making cream pies. You've had your fun now. It's back to work. Listen here, dumbass. He's busy impregnating this woman. It was the choice of either making a new video or boning my wife. I'm only human. Well, what I realised this after seeing the tweet that Sue was pregnant. I realised this and didn't mention it in the video of the day after, but Sue can't have children like that. Like, she has a condition where the baby will grow in her stomach instead of her womb, which will kill her. It was like IVF or something she got her. That she got Sadie. So I don't understand what's going on. But Mark, you have a large cock. Couldn't you just leave your dick in one room and work in another? These are getting out of hand.
Constantly like a child in my
People
own house.
love, they yell at each other all the
Oh,
time.
that's true. Ask him, he's been married for how long?
Over 20-something years.
Over 20
Look at him though, he look mad. You don't look happy, brother. You don't look happy.
He's very happy.
Richard Chow, a former TV show bailiff and current Harris County deputy charged with his wife's murder, is now ordered not to attend her funeral. Bernard Spivey appeared before a judge today. He's facing very specific rules for his bond. David Gonzalez explains.
Constantly like a child in my own house.
I thought that was Judge Judy for a second, so I was thinking, wait, why are they joking around? That's wow. Scotland will hold a second independence referendum October 19th, 2023. The Supreme Court allows it. Nicola Sturgeon announces he's ready for Buchanan Street to turn into the Purge again. Gonna live in Commons in Glasgow, finally. Is this the hospital where they do genital surgery on kids? Only circumcisions. Oh. I'm not hiding the mogas in my comics. You need medication. This generation is messed up. I hate working. I hate how men lost their instinct to... Oh. I can't tell if this is being mocked or not. Yeah, working. Hate how men lost their instinct to protect and provide. Hate how exhausted women are these days. I just want to be a stay-at-home wife, take care of myself, have my baby girl, and be relaxed and happy. But the worst thing is that I feel like it's never going to happen. Same here. I feel the same. I'm glad you're brave enough to post this so that we who relate can feel bonded. I also feel that my body really is not made for working like this. Our hormonal cycles are so much different, and it makes working tough, I guess. I go through the same. I'm tired of picking up my pride off the floor. And if it does, we get criticized and bullied that all we do is stay home. Exactly, lovely. Just let us relax. Don't search for them. Those men aren't much on social medias, neither are they on dating apps. They will come for you. That's why mine find me. Wins this. For real, there are still good men. Don't lose hope. Everything you want will happen. Oh, darling, my very man I go on a date. Lose hope more and more. Going through this and having to put my baby girl in a daycare so I can provide for her because the man who's supposed to feel this. Trad talk.
А корректувальники були у вас?
Конечно, були. Конечно, були.
Вирахували їх?
Ну, конечно.
Угу.
Тоже десь не встигли їх в тюрму посадити, десь пропали вони.
Да. Біда. У вас пропадають люди. Так, в Росії курять.
Треба хоч після війни зробити перепис, скільки не вистачає народу в районі. Бо трохи є.
Угу. Біда прямо.
Да, біда велика.
А корректувальники були у вас?
Звісно, були.
Вирахували?
District deputy from Ukraine brags to a Zelensky-affiliated channel journalist how they killed many Ukrainians they consider to be enemy agents. These people gone missing, it's fun for them. BLM in virtually every major university. Not virtually, they did. Corporation, not even major, just everything. But, scroll read it out. Corporation, philanthropy, social district, sports league, healthcare organization, and legacy media outlet repeating its propaganda verbatim. And yet, the movement self-destruct that regime isn't as powerful as it appears. If you have a PayPal account, you're part of the problem. Now, you sound like a leftist there, Paul. Please don't. Cancel it. Venmo too. You don't need it. Video games could trigger heart attacks in children and people with undiagnosed cardiac issues. Most at risk if they get too excited when playing games, says researchers. Well, it seems so. It's the excitement that's making them have heart attacks. It's not the games. Well then, anything that makes them excited could trigger a heart attack, not just games. They spun the wheel again in video games. I'm surprised that Paul's on the side of pro children playing games. I mean, I think he maybe used to play games because he knows like the mask off and Fallout, but I'm gonna guess he doesn't anymore. PayPal's going to find people spreading misinformation. No, where's the claim come from? This fact check is hilarious. Is PayPal going to fine you $2,500 for misinformation? False, because they retracted it. Therefore, it never happened. He started his transition when he was 16. Now he's 70. Retweet if you think that is inspirational. Kiwi farms monks and belittles transgender people. Oh god. Long time, you know why. So, oh god, here we go again. The one photo shows the passport of the person who blew up the Kerch Bridge by Kremlin Deza, and the two photos shows a sample passport from Wikipedia. From the darn differences, even the signature and some numbers were left the same. Also, transcription of the surname is not correct. Plus, that's a picture of Rasputin. For God's sake. Every time. It's always Sam Hyde. Sam Hyde really is this generation's Rasputin. Sweden is refusing to share the preliminary results of its official investigation in the Nord Stream pipeline solutions in both Russia. Certainly the information is confidential. Okay. Well, since Paul retweeted, I'm going to play the video and by drum phone.
I can no longer remain in today's Democratic Party that's under the complete control of an elitist cabal of warmongers who are driven by cowardly wokeness. who divide us by racializing every issue and stoking anti-white racism, who actively work to undermine our God-given freedoms that are enshrined in our Constitution, who are hostile to people of faith and spirituality, who demonize the police but protect criminals at the expense of law-abiding Americans, who believe in open borders, who weaponize the national security state to go after their political opponents, and above all, who are dragging us ever closer to nuclear war. Now, I believe in a government that's of the people, by the people, and for the people. Unfortunately, today's Democratic Party does not. Instead, it stands for a government that is of, by, and for the powerful elite.
The problem is, as that man pointed out from that one video, who I did not see the video from watching XQC, because I don't watch XQC because XQC is a retard. But as that man pointed out, and as I just said, technically, the people are retarded.
I'm calling on my fellow common sense, independent-minded Democrats to join me in leaving the Democratic Party. If you can no longer stomach the direction that the so-called woke Democratic Party ideologues are taking our country, then I invite you to join me.
New soy jack just dropped. Person, I think eating quality food that is as local as possible is the most important. People say meat is bad for you, but which? The meat you get at McDonald's or the local cow eating grass right over there? I eat the heart and the liver. PayPal wants to be the bayonet at the business end of cancel culture. How about everyone just cancel their PayPal accounts instead? I'm currently having a much worse reaction to my corona jab than either of my 2 actual bites of corona. Am I unique? I'm massively hostile to the anti-vaxxers. Love the Singapore idea of making them pay for their hospital treatment, or if that's too strong, the Greek idea of finding the elderly £85 for every month that refuse the vaccine. Something must be done. This went well. And the backtracking continues. Piers Morgan unwatched.
It seemed to me, Neil, that when this was all happening, the pandemic, I took quite firm views throughout it, like a lot of people, I guess. One of which was when it was believed, when the vaccines first came along, that they would stop transmission. It seemed to me if you refuse to be vaccinated, you shouldn't be entitled to the same rights to go to nightclubs and stuff as those who'd taken the vaccine and were therefore not able to transmit it. However, when it was established that vaccines actually didn't stop transmission, they just stopped a lot of people getting very sick and dying, the argument to then suppress any liberties or freedoms of the unvaccinated, to me, it went away. Because in that instance, if the ability to pass it on is pretty well the same whether you've been jabbed or not, then really it's down to the individual if they want to protect themselves from this virus. So I changed my mind. I got pilloried when I said my original statement. I got pilloried when I changed my mind. I got pilloried, like everybody in this pandemic, about all of it. And yet, to me, it seemed perfectly logical, honestly, to just change my mind because facts changed.
The phone is going off downstairs. No one's answering it. Okay, someone's answering it. This is not good enough from Piers. Even at the time he was advocating that the unvaccinated should be shut out of everyday activities, there was very little firm evidence of higher infection transmission rates amongst unvaccinated.
I mean, personally, I think that it's a very bad idea to focus on coal when this is already in place. But of course, it's a very infected debate.
But for the climate issue, are the nuclear power plants the better choice for the time being now?
It depends. If we have them already running, I feel that it's a mistake to close them down in order to focus on coal. I mean, personally, I think that it's...
German TV interview with Greta Thunberg, who has been constantly trying to make a comeback. I mean, people... Like, she keeps on popping back up, going, why is there no one advocating for climate change? In, like, June 2020, basically the start of the lockdown? Are the nuclear power plants a better choice for the time being? If we have them already running, I feel it's a mistake to close them down in order to focus on coal. China is building more coal plants than the rest of the world combined. Why is their message always directed at also never them? Ambulance forced to reverse and find another route as equal terrorists have blocked off the road. These people may well have blood on their hands since the damage creation has to stop. Guessing it's just stop oil. I never pointed this out in yesterday's video because I felt I didn't have to because I've mentioned it enough with this Extinction Rebellion, but that's the problem with blocking the roads. You aren't doing anything, you're only killing people because ambulances are going to travel down that road not knowing that you're blocking it off. And whoever's in there is extremely more likely to die. Small break, you know what?
If you don't get vaccinated, you're antisocial. This is what the Dutch Prime Minister and Health Minister told us. You don't get vaccinated just for yourself, but also for others. You do it for all of society. That's what I said. Today, this turned out to be complete nonsense. In a COVID hearing in the European Parliament, one of the Pfizer directors just admitted to me, at the time of introduction, the vaccine had never been tested on stopping the transmission of the virus. This removes the entire legal basis for the COVID passport. The COVID passport that led to massive institutional discrimination as people lost access to essential parts of society. I find this to be shocking, even criminal. Please watch the video until the end. Voor u, mevrouw Small, heb ik de volgende vraag waar ik een duidelijk antwoord op wil. And I will speak in English so there are no misunderstandings. Was the Pfizer COVID vaccine tested on stopping the transmission of the virus before it entered the market? If not, please say it clearly. If yes, are you willing to share the data with this committee? And I really want a straight answer, yes or no, and I'm looking forward to it. Thank you very much.
Regarding the question around, did we know about stopping humanisation before it's entered the market? No.
I'm gonna use my acting skills to reenact the way that she said no there. I was like, no! As if it was obvious. Like why would we question whether or not this vaccine works? Like, of course it doesn't.
To really move at the speed of science, to really understand what is taking place in the market.
This is scandalous. Millions of people worldwide felt forced to get vaccinated because of the myth that you do it for others. Now, this turned out to be a cheap lie. This should be exposed. Please share this video.
Yeah, and I share. I was like, no, you're spreading misinformation, the conspiracy theories. In Corona hearing, Pfizer director admits vaccines never tested on preventing transmission. Get vaccinated for others was always a lie. The only purpose of Corona passport forcing people to get vaccinated, the world needs to know. Share this video. It was never tested to see if it's prevented transmission. That's all you need to know.